Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this gold glittery look inspired by all the makeup artists on Instagram. To start off, I'm using MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm going to use this to prime my eyelids using the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. You guys are going to see this brush a lot. It is my favorite, and you just want to make sure that your base is really smooth. And you always want to set it, so I'm using these two shades from the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm going to lightly dust it all over the paint pot. Next, using my favorite transition brush, I'm using this Morphe M441. It's really fluffy, and I'm using this color here from the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm going to begin to work this into my crease from inner and outer corner, and you want to make sure to bring it out so it doesn't look round. You want to start off with a little product and build up as you go. Now I'm using this Morphe M433 brush back into the same palette, and I'm using the color next to the first one. This is like a camel color, and I'm placing this really low on my crease, and I'm starting off, like I said, with very little product, and then I'm going to slowly build it up. You want to make sure this is lower than the first color. Going back in with the first brush, I'm going to blend everything, make sure there are no harsh lines, and that it looks seamless. Now in the palette again, I'm using this gold shade with a flat shader brush from Morphe, and I'm going to pack this all over my lid because this is the color that's going to peek through under the glitter. If I sound really froggy, it's because I'm so tired right now. I just got back from Tijuana, but I want to get this up for you guys. Here I'm using the Liquid Sugar by Eye Candy Cosmetics with this J-Cat Gold Glitter, and I'm just patting this all over my eyelid. I start off with a little bit, and then I go in and just keep building it up. I feel like I keep saying that, but that's the key when you're doing makeup. You always want to start with a little bit and then just work your way up. So now using this Wet n Wild Mega Liner, I'm going to begin to wing my eyes. I used to use the NYC liner, but I think it got discontinued, and I've been trying to work with this one, but it's a felt tip, so it's kind of hard. So yeah, just find whatever liner works for you. Also with this step, you want to take your time. Honestly, I was so amazed that this wing worked out for me, but what I like to do is create the shape that I want, and then I just go and fill it in. So I'm just cleaning up my small mistakes, and you should have something like this. So my camera stopped recording, but I just primed and started my foundation. So I'm just using a beauty blender, and I'm dabbing this all over my face. This is my most favorite foundation, the L'Oreal Pro Glow. It's really, it beats all my high-end foundations, that's for sure. Now using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium Honey, I'm going to begin to highlight my face. I'm putting it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on top of my upper lip, my nose, and a little bit on my chin. I'm also going to blend this out with the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender is really the only tool I use on my face. It's really hard for me to use anything else anymore. So just take your time, make sure that everything is blended seamless. Make sure you get in between all the little nooks and crannies and crevices of your face. I'm also sick, guys, by the way, so if I sound like I'm running out of breath, I probably am because I can't breathe through my nose. So now I'm taking my Airspun translucent powder, and I'm going to begin to bake under my eyes and my nose, my forehead, all the areas where I applied concealer pretty much. So now I'm going to use this fluffy powder brush and I'm just going to dust all of the powder away. Taking this LA Girl powder, I'm going to begin to warm up my face and bronze it up. This powder is a lot warmer than my skin color, so I'm just using it to just bring some dimension back in my face. I'm not necessarily contouring, I'm just kind of bringing color back. And I didn't set my foundation because my skin has been pretty dry lately, so I didn't want to go in with too much powder. And now going into my Anastasia contour kit. Mine is really beat up, but I'm using all 3 contour shades with this fluffy fan brush, and I'm just chiseling out my cheekbones just a little bit more. And I'm going to use my beauty blender to kind of carve out my cheeks so that it looks a little bit cleaner because I got a little out of hand with the LA Girl Pearl Powder. I'll have the shades of everything listed down below as well. So here I'm using this Crown Dual Fiber brush and going into my Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm going to use the middle blush shade, and I'm going to begin to apply this to my cheeks. I don't apply it on the apples of my cheeks, I apply it kind of where I put my bronzer because when I put it on the apples it just looks chubbier. So I'm taking Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop from the same palette and I'm going to begin to highlight. I kind of really go in on highlight too. A lot of these steps were not like fast forwarded or anything because I was actually working pretty fast. So going back in with the first powder brush that we used to dust off the bake, I'm just dusting off the translucent powder from my cheeks. If you guys hear noise in the background, that's my family. They don't understand the importance of editing. So yeah, you just want to blend between everything, make sure that everything is seamless, that you don't see where any colors start. So now you should have something like this. Now I'm setting my face with the Mara Badescu facial spray. This is the aloe and cucumber one. It's really refreshing. Here's me checking myself out, per usual. Now taking the little camel shade from the same palette, using this fluffy brush, and I'm just kind of blowing this out all over my bottom eyelid, is that what it's called? Lower lash line, there we go, blending it on the lower lash line. I had a brain fart. So blend, 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 look at my beautiful blending face. Gosh, I'd marry me, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Now using my CoverGirl mascara. No, Maybelline Lash Sensational. There we go. That's my favorite mascara. I'm just putting this on my bottom lashes. I also forgot to mention that I already put on my falsies, and these are Cocoa lashes in the style Marilyn. So for lipstick, I'm using MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Espresso. It's one of my favorites. The formula is a little dry, but I do moisturize my lips prior to lipsticks. So that's the completed look, you guys. Now that you look like a bad bee, you can show up to your ex-boyfriend's job with a fur coat and just slay all day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. And I'll see you guys next time so we can slay again. Bye-bye.